I had a few conversations with some people. They were telling me about how come I always talk about investing, right? But it's like, man, I really want to invest, but I don't have that much, right? I watch your videos and all that, but I just don't have what it takes to invest. So what do you mean? It's like you don't have the time, you don't have the energy, you don't have the knowledge. Like, no, but it's the money. So, oh, okay, I see. It's like I really don't know what to do, man. So, hey, man, there's always a way. There's always a way. What do I always say? If you seek, you shall find. There's always a way. If you put in your mind that you will always be fine no matter what, you will always be fine. That's the mindset to have. Since I was a kid, that's the mindset I always had. No matter what, I will always be good. It doesn't matter what's happening right now. No matter what, I will always be good. And I told him, man, it's simple. You may not have what it takes in terms of money to invest right now, but we can talk about a few things that you can do right now to improve your situation. So what you mean? So budgeting. It's like same thing if you want to lose weight or gain weight, you have to plan it out. There's a few things you got to do beside training. And a lot of time, that's the most important part too, right? You can go to the gym all you want. If you don't eat the right things, you're not going anywhere, right? So I told them we got to work on a budget. So, okay, where do we start? Break down your paycheck. Everything that you make in a single month. Because that's how I do my thing. Monthly, I don't do it every week, right? Just to make it simple. Every month, this is how much you get. Okay, break down your expenses. How much money you spend on food, your car insurance, house bills, and all that stuff. Everything, break everything down. How much does it cost? Okay, cool. So let's say you get, I don't know, pick a random number just to make it easy. 3,000. Let's say you make 3,000 a month and your expenses are like 2,500. Now you're left with 500. The 500 is like, whether you spend it or not, you're gonna be fine. But you have certain individuals, they get caught up with buying unnecessary things. Let's say you go to the store, you walk around, you buy things that you need, but on top of that, you also buy things that you want. But the things that you want are not necessities. You're just buying it because it makes you feel good. But it's not what you need right now, though. Let's say what you need is water, but you go there, you're trying to buy energy drinks. You're trying to buy Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, whatever. No, it's not what you need. It's not gonna bring you any value. You don't need it. Drop it. You go to the store. You want to buy a coat for the winter, but you also see some shoes over here, some shirts over here, another jacket there. What you need is a new coat. That's what you need right now. But you go there, you want to buy other things. It's not bringing you anywhere. So you spend money. It's not giving anything back. You're just wasting your money at that point. So the $500 that you got, it's gone because you spend it on unnecessary things. You have to know how to break down your wants from your needs. And the wants, that's a few things that you can't treat yourself with. Let's say you've been on a good track for like 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. Been sticking to this routine, waking up at this hour, going for a run, going to the gym, eating proper food. So maybe I would treat myself with some new shoes. I don't know. Not saying that you have to buy the shoes, but depending on your circumstances. That might be something that you can treat yourself with. But it's not a need, it's just a want. The want sometimes can be motivations. Let's say I want a new car right now. A new car is not a necessity because I got one. It takes me from point A to point B. Why do I need a new one? Or go ahead and buy a new Beamer, buy new Benz. Why? My car can do the same thing. Okay, maybe the Benz or the Beamer is a little faster, but we're still gonna get to the same destination. Your car doesn't fly. Your car doesn't run underwater, whatever. It's gonna take us to the same destination. What you need right now is just a reliable car. You don't need the new Benz, a new Beamer, or old one. for that reason. So you have to know how to separate your wants from your needs. It will save you a lot of money. That's one. And after you do that, it's simple basically. You follow the same plan until you start to accumulate more. So we go with the same example. You make $3,000. As soon as you get to your pay, no matter what's happening, you pay yourself first. At least 10% of what you earn is yours to keep. And people who read The Richest Man in Babylon, they know that law. A part of what you earn is yours to keep. So if you get your money, don't pay your phone bill, don't pay your house. As soon as you receive it, you pay yourself first, at least 10%. Then you can go ahead and pay all the bills. Things that are necessary. Necessity, you have to know the difference, right? And after you do that, you keep accumulating little by little. It might take you 3 months, it might take you 6 months, but you open a different account and you keep storing the money over there. You know, you might have to get a second job. So it's either you decrease your expenses or you increase your income, or you can do both. Decrease this, increase this, right? Or do both. That's the way you go. Get a new job to make it go faster, or learn a new trade, new whatever, you know, find something to accelerate the process. You know, that's the first step. You know, if you have to learn how to budget things. And on the other hand, you also have bad debts. You know you owe that company some money. The loan that you took a few years ago still kicking your ass today, right? You gotta pay it off, man. It's gonna follow you. It's gonna mess up your credit. And in the future, when it's time to buy a house, to invest in real estate, that's when you're gonna learn the pain. You have to pay all your bad debts, man. You find a way to pay them. Make a payment plan. You have to pay them, bro. It's gonna hurt you in the future if you don't take care of it right now. Pay all your bad debts. I'm not going to the deep dive video on how to do that. There's plenty of videos online how to do it. Find out ways to pay your debt faster, the right way, anything. Go online, you will know where. There's plenty of videos out there. Pay your bad debts, because in the future it's gonna hurt you. You know, that was super fast. You know, you don't need a guru to tell you this. You know yourself. Go online on, I don't know where you live, but for example, here in Canada, there's this app called Credit Karma, right? You can go there and then check your credit score, and everything that's on it will reflect on the app. So you can go and check it out, see what you need to adjust a few things, and you know, anything in general. You know, learn how to utilize it, pay your bad debts, and learn how to utilize credit. Your credit card is not something that you use for shopping and just blow money on things. It's just there to help you grow, right? Let's say you have a $2,000 limit. When I first started, at least that's what I had, $2,000 limit. If you spend maybe, because the good way is to spend less than 30% of the total amount. So let's say you have a $2,000 limit, you spend like $100 every month on it, and you pay full before your due date. You know, those are things that help you a little bit. But if you keep spending the money thinking that it's free money, you go out into the store, you buy the new shoes. I got the new Nikes. I need the new MacBook. I did the new, I don't know what else is going on out there. You just go buy them. You start paying them little by little, and there's interest rates on it as well. So you paid $2,000 for all your toys. Now you have to pay $2,500, $2,600, I don't know, because of interest rate, and it's messing up your credit, right? Because you don't know how to utilize a credit card. So learn how to pay your debts fast, the right way, and learn how to utilize a credit card, because it can be your best friend, you know. And that's pretty much it, man. You have to start little by little. So as soon as you do that, you start to enter the territory of investing, because now it's about saving mode. You don't have what it takes to invest, because you ain't got it like that. You know, so you make the small steps. There's no shame in it. As long as you start, that's the most important part. Instead of sitting down and thinking, wishing for things to happen. As soon as you start, that's the most important part. You know, So there's no shame in it. Get up and do the work. Get up and do the work. That's the type of people I like to talk with, type of people I like to work with. Get up and do the work. Stop making excuses. That's how we grow. That's how we grow in life. If you want to start your journey into investing and you don't have it like that, those are the small steps that you got to take before you get to the investing part. And one more thing I want to throw out there, man. Talk about money in front of the kids. Money talk in front of the kids is very important, because when I was growing up, all we did was, when I say all we did was talking about the people around me, all they did was talk about how come they don't have enough money. And when you grow up hearing things like that, sometimes you feel like you were destined to stay poor because of you don't really see much people around you get out of poverty, keeps in the same circle. So you almost think that you are destined to be, but there's no such thing. I don't believe in that destiny stuff, man. My future, I control that with every decision that I make, right? There's a few things that you cannot control. I made peace with that. Waking up in the morning, is it gonna rain? It's not gonna rain. I cannot change that. I do not care. The things that I cannot control, I don't care about them, right? But the things that semi-control, my physical body, what I eat, where I work, and things like that, semi-control, I can do something about it. So if there's something that's not right, I get up and I do what it takes to change it. So you are not destined to be broke. But if you keep doing the same things, it may seem like it. But it's the complete opposite, man. As soon as you're born, you have choices to make. And those are the choices that will determine your future. You might be born in a different environment than somebody else, but that doesn't mean anything, man. Maybe your journey when it comes to money is going to be a little bit harder, but the person who was born with money, they also have some challenges to face, man, right? So you have to look at that. Everybody in the world, they got something that they have some type of challenge they have to face. So maybe yours gonna be money. Maybe this person is gonna be, you never know, man. That's why you gotta stop looking at people. It's like, oh man, look at all the money they got. But you don't know what they're battling with. You don't know what they're fighting with, right? You don't know them like that. Everybody got a different journey. So maybe your struggle is financial struggle, but damn, you don't know for how long they've been, for 10, 15 years of trying to have kids. They can't have kids. It's like, you know what I mean? And when money is just a tool, man. There's certain feelings. It doesn't matter how much money you get, you can't beat that. Somebody is looking to have kids literally their entire lives and they can't have it. It doesn't matter how much money they get. It will not replace that feeling of not having a kid, man. So you have to look at things differently. So you have to stop comparing your life with other people. Oh, look at this, driving the Lambo, living in this big mansion, and got the Rolex and everything. You don't know what they're fighting with, man. You can't compare your life with other people. Like, you don't. Come on, man. Everybody got different things, challenges that they're battling with, man. So focus on yours. Get your life right. Stop looking at other people. That's why you're gonna lose yourself. So get back on track, and we're gonna get back on track too. Talking about money in front of the kids. Talk about investment early. That's how they gotta learn, man, early on. Because we didn't have that when we were growing up. I don't know about you. I know for sure I didn't have that until I was maybe 21, 22. That's when some people started talking about money just a little bit. But even at that, it wasn't like the big investor moves. It was just like the little bit of real estate and things that most people know about. But that's about it. So you have to start to educate yourself and talk about money in front of the kids so they can start young and not have to deal with everything that we're dealing with right now. You know what I mean? Start young and keep on moving. It's a process to it, certain steps. I work and achieve this so you don't have to. You can take the baton and move on to the next step. But if I don't do anything, stay in the same place, you gotta run back, take the baton from me, and go another step. But man, what's the point of coming here if you're gonna make the future generation life super hard? You're not doing anything, man. You're not bringing any value to the world. So your existence was pointless. You don't deserve to be alive. Give me back your air, bro. Give me back your lungs and all that stuff, man. You don't deserve it. It's going, like, come on, man. So came here to do nothing. The universe is full of opportunities out here, man. But it's for people who work. If you don't do anything, you won't get nothing. It's there to reward those who work for it. Always believe that you're gonna be fine no matter what, but it comes with the work, though. You know, so talk about money in front of the kids. Teach them the little bit that you know, so they don't have to struggle much in that area. At least they can move on to the next thing. That's how it gotta be. So yeah, you know, trying to make this video short. A lot of my videos are like 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long, but try to make this one short, man. Some people say I don't have what it takes to invest because I don't have enough money. Okay, now you know what you gotta do. Budget, man. Separate your wants from your needs. Your wants, that's not necessary. Your needs are the light bill, the food, the good food, not just buying McDonald's and buying the Sprites and Coke, and that's not food. That's poison, right? Buying the good food that's right. It's good for your system. That's what you want, man. The needs, the wants, leave that alone. Maybe when you start making a lot of money, you can treat yourself with a few things that you want, but right now, that's not you. If you cannot invest in talking about you don't have enough money to invest, the wants, you don't look at it, right? You can use it as a motivation to help you work faster and work harder to get to where you want, go. But like right now, it's not what you need, right? Don't buy anything that you don't want. Don't buy anything that you don't need, right? So that's the way you gotta be, man. Pay your debts. Pay your debts. You don't have a choice. It's gonna bite you in the future. If you don't take care of it right now, it's gonna, man. I'm gonna do a little side note before I close this story. There's a few years ago when I got my first car, we went to Toronto with a few friends. We came back, there was a little crack on the windshield. So I decided that, man, it's nothing, man. Something that I could have fixed for maybe $20. I was like, oh, it's nothing. It's just a little crack, man. Then COVID happened. We were on lockdown for like, I don't know how long. But I think maybe after 3 weeks or a month and a half, I went outside just to start off my car, just to check. I got inside, the first thing I see is a big crack. The entire windshield was messed up, bro. That little crack turned into a big ass crack, and there's nothing I can do about it. I had to change the windshield. Something that could have cost me $20. I ended up paying like $300 to change the whole windshield. You know what I mean? And that taught me a very valuable lesson. So anytime there's something, little small thing that happens in my life that I can take care of it right now, I'll make sure to fix it, because if I ignore it, later it's gonna bite me in the ass, just like the windshield did me. And I couldn't even be mad because I knew there was something that happened. I was trying to play it safe too when people say, oh, they got changing windshield. So what happened now? I don't even know. Because I felt stupid. I didn't want to explain the situation. I felt embarrassed and stupid. I didn't tell anybody why. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. Maybe it's the heat or something like that. Maybe the heat got something to do with it. But if it wasn't for the crack, the windshield, it would still be fine. I decided to ignore it. So I paid the price for it. So if you don't pay your debt, trust me, it's gonna bite you in the ass. So you have to develop the good habits right now. That's how you're gonna grow. And little by little, take the small steps, man. You don't have to, somebody on YouTube talking about how much they say they spend like $10,000 on one, investment and things like that. That's not you right now, bro. Don't look at somebody else's 21st chapter when you're still writing your first chapter in this investing world. It's a journey, bro. Start little by little. Always gonna be opportunities, right? Just focus on yourself, grow, learn how to develop good habits, right? And you're gonna get there, man. You're gonna get there. Promise.
Nancy, my Nancy, gotta dance for me.